So who was John Kenneth Galbraith? Who was the handsome man behind that lovely beard?
He's no got a beard.
Mate, I'm sure he does have a beard.
Mate, I'm telling you, doesn't he?
Oh fuck, near he does. Anyways, moving swiftly on. He was born in 1908 in Ontario, Canada. Nice wee place that. He studied economics in both Canada and the United States. So once he was by with all that, he went and taught at Cambridge University. As well as teaching at the university, during the Second World War, he was deputy head of the Government Office of Price Administration. On top of this, he was also the economic advisor to John F. Kennedy. His most notable piece of work was his book called The Affluent Society, which was written in 1958. So that was the man, but what was his thinking? Well, one of his ideas was that a monopoly is a bad thing for an economy, a very bad thing.
A monopoly is a market where there is only one main contending firm having control over the goods in the market. This is an unfair market. There's two different kinds of monopolies. A scale monopoly occurs when one firm controls 25% of the value of the market. A complex monopoly occurs when a number of firms in the market together make up for more than 25% of the market.
So why are monopolies so bad for a market? Well, according to European Union competition law, a monopoly is associated with abuse of a dominant position in a market. So before going any further, you get the feel for the general consensus towards monopolies. In reality, when this happens, it has major impacts on choice as well as upcoming companies. In a true monopoly, where one company controls the market, it would mean that the choice is extremely restricted. You only have the decision to choose between their produce and no one else's. As well as this, any budding entrepreneurs trying to break the market will have no chance, being drowned out by the big dogs.
You're probably sitting there nodding asleep because all this doesn't apply to you, right? Wrong. You know when you're wanting to cop Drake's new mixtape because it's total fire? iTunes Monopoly, 70% market download. Heading down the Tesco to get those Tesco value pickled onion crisps you know are half off. Tesco Monopoly, 31%. They're pure standing over there. Is it unprofessional? What is this? This gargle. Nothing.
You see that?
Nothing. And I know you don't forget when you bought those Durex Love Gloves when you're at the club with the guy you swear doesn't look like your uncle. Durex Monopoly, 85%. Basically, what we're saying is monopolies are everywhere these days, and governments should be intervening more to give more public goods to the people.
This was the basis of John Kenneth Galbraith's main economical idea. How more things should be provided as public goods. When discussing this non-bearded economical thinker, it is very important to understand what public goods actually are.
So what is the definition of a public good? Well, it is a product that one individual can consume without reducing its availability to any other individuals and from which no one is excluded. Public goods are often referred to as non-rivalrous and non-excludable.
A good example of these two terms would be that streetlights. They are non-rivalrous, as their product is used by a single person. The amount of the public good does not diminish from another person. So someone using the streetlights doesn't stop anyone else from using them. This is similar to the non-excludability, which says once a good is provided, it means no one from there on out can be denied it.
So because of these two characteristics, it leads to what is known as the free rider problem. There is the issue that the government is unable to stop these people who do not opt or pay into the services once it has been initially provided. This means there is very little incentive for the leeches to actually pay for the use of the good.
The solution that JKG came to was that the state provides public goods and individual people pay for the use through taxes. Clearly it isn't the perfect system, but you can't deny it goes a long way to help tackle the free rider problem and the issues it causes.
Right, so just to conclude for us, or wrap up should I say, John Kenneth Galbraith, or JKG, was an economical thinker. That's the basis here. He wanted more things for more people. He believed that public goods were the way forward. He understood though that there was issues that came with it, but it had to be done. He also clearly states that monopolies shouldn't exist or should at least be stopped in their existence. To be honest, that's about it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So there you have it. That's our small presentation. I know it's not the longest, but it'll probably be one of the more fun of the presentations. That is if you actually laughed. But hopefully you did enjoy it, and if there's any questions or that, you can just ask us now. Right? Adios.